Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 35th Annual Halloween Howler presented by the Mobile Area Disc Golf Association. We're going to be playing at the Chickasabouge Park today. My name's Kyle. Joining me is JC Rowe. What's up, JC?
How's it going, man?
So today we're going to be playing on the Temp B course here at Chickasabouge Park, the Swamp. This is a temp course they put up for the Halloween Howler every year. That's actually the first time they've done it.
Yeah, it's a new course they just put in to accommodate all the players.
Well, on the lead card today, we've got Matty, Cam Colglazier, local pro Caleb Huber, Oliver Richardson, and rounding out the card, we got Tait.
Dad bod. Hole 1, 239 feet. You're trying to shape this left to right. It's a downhill shot and pretty tight. So you're really probably throwing a backhand turnover putter or a forehand.
Let's see what our card chooses to do. Looks like Matty's throwing his P Model US. Is that the green putter he usually throws? Do you know?
It's either that or an M Model S.
Go and stand still. You gotta love the classic Matty stroke, right?
Yeah.
It's almost a little nose up. Air bounces right out of the hand.
Very flamboyant. You got Cameron here. He's looking like he's throwing a M4, I believe.
Same line, maybe a little lower.
Oh, what a really smooth shot. Parks it.
You love to have that on the first hole. Get it out of the way. Not have to think about a putt. Just
Calm the nerves. Yeah, Caleb here. I believe that's a DX AVR.
very similar to Cam. Parked it.
You got a local stud here, Oliver Richardson. I believe he's throwing a PA4. Trying to match the other two.
Super smooth. High.
Ace
late.
running. Oh, stalls out.
P. Tater.
I believe this is a deputy from him.
Looking a little early.
Hitting a little one-stepper and pulling it right, it looks like.
Yep, he's down there. I think he might be on the right side fairway, maybe 100 feet out. We'll see what he comes up with. Yep, he's definitely scrambling.
That's a good scramble, though.
Matty up and in. Beautiful.
He's been putting good all year, too.
A lot of people look at that putt and they think, wow, that's not what I would do. But a lot of people don't putt like Matty in the basket.
Caleb and Oliver tapping in their birdies.
Not a problem. We're going to have a par from Tait, and Cam's going to come finish it off with a 2. So not a bad first hole. It's, not a monumental task on the first hole of the day, which is nice to start on sometimes.
Yeah, you'll find on this course that you really want to birdie everything out there, or you should have the ability to birdie everything out there.
Yeah, there's definitely some tight gaps, but they're going to be throwing a lot of putters and mid-ranges, only a couple drivers.
Speaking of tight gaps, hole 2, 254 feet. You're really throwing a flex forehand, maybe a hyzer flip, and as you can see, the angle is really, really narrow.
Matty almost catching metal, following the line that JC described to us. Looks like Cam's doing the same thing, maybe an A2 or an A3.
I believe that's his A3. Oh, man.
Right down the middle.
Giving it a really good run. You got Caleb here with a Justice.
A little overcooked. He's going to be kicked on the right side of the fairway. He's going to have about 205 feet to the basket for his up and down.
And I believe this is an A2 or A3 from Oliver as well.
You're going to be hard-pressed to find a prodigy player not having an A2 or an A3 in their bag.
Oh, yeah, it's a staple
For shots
sure.
just like this.
Oliver lets it go a little early, doesn't hit the gap. Got Phillip here. I believe this is a Firebird.
Makes the corner. Don't see where it lands, but
I found that a lot of players tried to make sure they hit the gap, turn it over, and ended up on that side. Caleb in a really difficult spot. Plays it pretty well. Gets up there. He's probably got a outside circle or right at circle 2 edge putt.
so Phillip did kick into the rough a little bit here.
Didn't look like he got up and down on that one.
No, he's going to have a putt in front of him.
Ooh, Oliver with a long bid. Comes up a little short, but it was a good run.
Here's Caleb for his par.
A little long on the bid. It was a good run, though. It was very committed.
Tait just a little bit closer than Caleb was. Very similar run, same result.
Matty looking to tap in his 2.
All day. You can't expect them to miss those. Like you said, to tap in anything inside, 25 feet, you got to expect Cam and Matty to put it home.
Cam cleaning up as well. A little action off the basket, but stays in.
Phillip finishing up with a par. Looks like Caleb ought to do the same thing.
I believe this is for his bogey.
Oh, this is for his bogey.
And also, I think Tait for his bogey as well.
That's correct.
Oliver cleaning up the par, though. So, yeah, we get to hole 3. Very tight hyzer, 218 feet. You really just want to throw and get inside of this pine tree that you can see on your right. And get within at least 30 feet from there.
For most of the guys on the card, this has got to be a pretty routine shot. Matty parking it with that green putter. You're going to be seeing that a lot today.
Cam breaking out the A3 again.
So what I find interesting is how different guys decide to do a run-up. Whereas if you saw Matty, he just did a standstill. And they're swinging their arm at the same speed. But
Right.
Cam likes the rhythm of the run up a little bit more. I always find that interesting.
Got Oliver here. Just throwing a little putter hyzer. Cooking it a little long, a little right. Disappointed.
Yeah, you really want to have a look at this basket. Just over 200 feet. I mean, you got to have at least a look at it for a 2.
Yeah, like I said, most of these guys are looking to birdie every hole out here. It's really tight. Like you were saying at the beginning, the course was just put in. I like Caleb got around there a little bit. Maybe a long look.
Tait coming in. Looks like he sneaks right past that last tree, and he should have a look for his 2 as well.
Get a little action of these guys going to knock down their putts. Oliver, a long look. Doesn't really get where he wants to be.
Cam and in.
Oh, wow.
That was a 70-foot putt right there. Downhill, just a small step, and it looked in the whole way.
Honestly, playing with these 2, Matt and Cam, I can't say I'm really surprised.
Caleb just a little out. Sticks it on top of the basket.
Unfortunately, that doesn't count. Nice
And
par there.
that is what he asked, by the way. He turned around and asked, does that count?
Oliver cleaning up a nice par from about, 30 feet.
Yeah, no problem. He's not happy, though. He wants a 2 on this hole.
Matty tapping in his birdie. Philip, I believe he missed his par putt, or his birdie putt, and tapping in the par. Caleb also tapping in his par.
Sad par.
So we move on to hole 4, downhill, 191 feet. The play here is probably a hyzer flip putter. You want to keep it low so you don't push it deep, or you could possibly throw a flex forehand.
Here's Matt, same green putter. He looks to be down there. Coming in nicely.
Oh, yeah.
Parked. Just snuck around that last little stump. Put it right beside the basket. So this is interesting. He's going with the forehand here, going downhill.
Yeah, he's probably trying to chop it to where it doesn't, do that. But he ends up pushing it a little long, giving it the full flex.
Looks like he caught some of the barrier trees, though. Kind of stuck around. He might have a look.
Caleb's throwing an envy here. It's an overstable putter. Tries to keep it low and skip it towards the basket. Ends up in the rough on the right.
Tait trying to follow suit with a putter as well. Doesn't like that result. He's going to be off the fairway right side. Easy up and down, though.
Yeah, good distance control there to not push it long after getting aggravated.
Oh, bonus content. We have a turbo putt. Oh, that looked like it was in. All day.
Another birdie for Matt. He's starting off hot, 4 for 4. Definitely the start you want to have.
Looks like he knew it right out of his hand.
Yeah, Caleb was just off a little right. Probably the straddle putt. That's probably what got him. Cam doing a little course maintenance here.
Looks like he finally found a good spot.
And just taps in the easy birdie.
He didn't want to mess up his pants. Philip with the par. And Caleb and Oliver should be tapping in their pars here shortly as well.
Yeah. Like I said, still disappointing not getting the birdie here.
Well, especially because the two guys on your card going 4 for 4.
Right.
Already 4 down. You're 4 back with 4 holes into the tournament. It's not, I mean, it puts a lot of pressure on you.
There's definitely a lot of golf left, though, so. You got hole 5 here, 227 feet. Definitely plays a lot farther. I pretty much threw full power mid-range to get up here. You really just want to hit the gap, slight hyzer, and just let it flip up to flat and get up here for a putt.
Looks like the first mid-range of the day for Matty O.
Oh, pulled a little right.
Yeah, and Matt just, if you notice, he winced right there when he threw. It looked like his elbow was kind of bothering him on that shot. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
I think he was having some elbow problems before the tournament and actually elected to rest instead of practicing as well.
Came a little inside. He almost snuck through.
It literally kicked out to about 35, maybe 40 feet of a circle 2 look. Got Oliver here. I believe that's a fairway, maybe a mid-range. Oliver's got really good power, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a mid.
a little early.
Oh, kicks off into the rough as well.
I do like his form, though. It's very compact, and he just drives it straight forward. Now, that was a little early, but his form is really nice to watch.
Yeah. Caleb here, I believe that's a Leopard 3. Throws it on a slight flex and doesn't get it turned over enough to hit the gap. Kicks off into the right.
All right, let's see if contestant number 5 can make it through the gap.
Come on down. Tait's probably lining up a T-bird here.
It's always difficult throwing uphill when your tee pad is basically flat. So you're not moving up with the hill as you throw.
Oh, yeah. And he tries to get all of that and holds on to it. And he's off in the rough.
All right, let's see what Tait ends up with here.
I believe these guys, Matt and Cam, you know, they're 4 for 4 now. I'm pretty sure Oliver, Caleb, and Phillip were trying to gain a stroke back after watching Matt and Cam. Tait's scramble wasn't quite there.
No, a little bit of armory golf. Matt looks to have a putt. Looks like that was a smart play. Just get it through the gap. Give yourself an opportunity to get up and down.
Yeah, Tait rushing the upshot. Gets it in there for a circle. One look. Oliver, I don't know if he looked happy about that or not. We'll have to see the end result.
Looks like a little bit of a hammer with the putter. I'm sure he's pretty close to the basket.
Yeah, so Oliver didn't really have a look there. Lays up first bogey. Cameron flashing chains on the birdie look.
So this is a 40-footer, looks like to save bogey.
Correct. Yeah, Tait's a really good putter. He's got that straddle kettlebell swing type putt. Oh.
Just off the front nub.
Matty O cashing in the par.
Holds on just left side.
You'll notice Matt, I guess his putting style, he gets a lot of those to fall in.
Why do you think that is? Just the way it hits, kind of
On
it's
an
flattening
Anheuser.
it out.
Right, yeah. It's coming in on an Anheuser, maybe flatten it out. And it's also, he putts, and he doesn't putt super hard, so there's not a lot of room for spit outs.
All the card tapping in.
I believe Caleb tapped in the par, all over the bogey. We got hole 6. Hole 6 is 176 foot downhill. Plays similar to hole 4. You don't want to push it long. You see Matt sticking with a standstill on this one, playing it perfect.
Just a beautiful tee shot. The way it crested the hill and began to turn and then flatten out at the end, that's one of my favorite shots to watch.
Perfect distance control, too. Cam here, I believe he's got a PA2. Just a little stable. I think he was trying to push it a little more Anheuser, but he'll have a look.
Yeah, some of the crud seemed to have he got caught up on. Should have kept him relatively close to the circle. Got to think another putter shot here.
Yeah, I believe that's his AVR again. A little high, a little nose up, trying to float it down there and catch it to the right side.
And the camera doesn't really do it justice how downhill this shot is.
Oh, yeah. It's probably 10 to 12 foot of elevation change, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're talking vertical.
Yeah, it's especially on a short hole.
Right.
Because it's hard. It makes it even harder to control the distance because you can only slow down your swing so much.
Tait going with a standstill deputy. Makes the same mistake Caleb does, but gets a better result, I believe.
A little bit more of a forward roll.
You got Oliver here in the rough, trying to pitch down. Caleb had a better result than I saw. Man,
Now that wasn't a good result.
That's a tough run right there. Being in this division, you're confident that you can make that putt, and you got to gain some more strokes. Tait giving it a laggy run as well, hitting the cage at least.
Same miss as last putt. That's a good par putt right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right off the center pole, downhill again.
I say for the same reasons, it's just as scary because you can end up with this putt coming back, and you see Caleb doesn't clean up for par.
So Cam struggled to find a place to putt from for a long time. I'm sure he was very happy to make that after all that struggle.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize he tracked down that far.
Matt, easy 2. Matt and Cam neck and neck through 5. Or 6, I should say.
Hole 7, 295 feet. Plays kind of difficult relative to the other holes. You want to throw like a flex forehand possibly, or you could play this as like a short par 4 in your own head and throwing a putter up there. Matt elects for the forehand, little left.
Didn't look like that felt good. Wincing again. Cam's going to take that same force over line you were talking about.
Yeah, going over stable distance driver here. A little early.
He didn't really get the flex or the Anheuser angle on it out of his hand.
Yeah, it's funny watching other people make mistakes. He probably saw Matt overturn it and didn't want to do that, so he made the opposite mistake.
Oliver hit the gap perfectly. I think it kept turning a little longer than he wanted.
Yeah, he cooked it. He's also got a solid forehand, too. Very well-rounded player. Ooh.
Not a good kick.
He's going to be scrambling for par.
All right, everybody taking on the same line officially.
Caleb here pulling over on the destroyer. Ooh, kicked really hard left.
It looked great. There must be one of those ghost branches up high.
Yeah, this new course, I mean, there are a lot of vines and stuff hanging down as well that haven't had the opportunity to be knocked down.
Let the AMs like me come through.
Yeah, we had the
Knock 'em
liberty.
all out for you.
We had the liberty of playing this course first. So, Tait scrambling, Oliver trying to scramble, kicks off.
Caleb looks to be in there pretty good. Not a problem though. He's inside the circle for his par.
Tait pitching up for the par as well.
I think that was for his par right there. That was his par putt.
Correct. What you'll find here after navigating this fairway, scrambling and everything, you still have a downhill slope behind the basket that could lead you to out of bounds as well. Cam pitching up for his par, almost rolling down the hill. Oh, really almost rolling down the hill.
Yeah, saved by the root. It was teeter-tottering a little bit.
Oliver pitching up, tap in for the bogey.
That's Phillips' bogey, I believe.
Caleb with a nice par save.
Looks like everybody struggling on this hole.
It was definitely one of the harder ones on the course. I believe this one was actually a second hardest, with only 2 people getting the birdie. Shout out Chris Downey and Ben Fulford. Carding the only 2s. You got hole 8. We're going back to this standstill type shot. You want to just throw a nice putter hyzer, beat this pine tree, and make the putt on the elevated basket.
Got Matty up first. They're in that same P Model US. That's the gap.
Very clean.
Won't have to have much of a putt at all.
Slam dunk that.
I believe he'd say first down.
There you go. I believe Cam's lining up a putter here as well. A little inside, but you can find that sometimes sneaks through. He may have a look.
Looks like Caleb's throwing that same envy.
Yep. Hits the gap perfect, if you want to call it that. The gap, that is. His shot was great.
Looks like he's showing up a
Routine putt. Oliver here with the A3. This may be a rock here from Tait, trying to just make sure he gets left.
gets an eye. He might be a little early as well. It looks like he followed the same route as Cam.
Yeah, you'll find that really you want to try to go to the right of that main pine tree, but going left, you can end up with a result with a look at the basket. You can see here Cam giving it a run. Or maybe that was just a pitch out.
Yeah, I don't think he had the ceiling to get it to the basket.
Tait, on the other hand, off the cage again. And he really has to get it up. Some Flyagra.
Nice putt there from Caleb. It's a good 2. Try to get back on track, get under par. Maybe he was trying to give that a bid. Went long. Easy comebacker, though, for par. There's that slam dunk from Matty for the 2.
And Oliver says, somebody's closer. Gets back to even.
Nifty toss out of the basket and on to the next hole.
Style points.
There's your tournament director.
Shout out Corey Mattis. He and the MAGA group definitely put on a great event.
For sure, worked super hard.
Hole 9, plays flip up forehand or slight turnover. You have a small gap to hit at the very end. Another tight corridor to throw down. Evidently, Matt decided the standstill wasn't enough power and decided to give a little 1-2. Still left it a little short, though.
A little overcooked there from Caleb. He's going to be behind some thorns. It did not look fun.
Yeah, that's where my drive ended up during the tournament. It was not fun over there at all. Got Oliver here on up, I believe, a mid-range. Trying to punch it low. Doesn't get it turned over.
Drops right in the middle of the fairway, though. Throw that in the stat book. Fairway hit.
Yeah, it came here with a PA4. He's had this thing for, I think, since he re-signed with Prodigy. Not happy with the result, even though he threw a pretty good shot. I believe he might be able to manufacture a look, though. You got Tait here lining up a rock, I believe.
See if you can get this thing turning through the gap.
Oh, was there a gap over there?
I don't think so. It looks like he kicks back over to the left side of the fairway.
Maybe he saw something I didn't, but yeah, he's throwing a throw it up and pray shot right now. I'm just trying to get over everything. Doesn't look like he really did.
Nope. Still left side off of fairway. He's going to be scrambling to get his bogey.
I believe that'll be about a 30-footer look for par, maybe closer.
All right, a little touchy forehand approach.
Catches those, what'd you call them? Branches?
Ghost branches.
Ghost branches. So that one was in sight, but he didn't see it, it looked like.
It was a ghost to him. Here's Matty O. Well, that was a good bid. He didn't have much of a gap to go through. Maybe like 2 basketballs put together. So a decent effort from where he was.
Yeah, Caleb just kind of trying to pitch it up and let it fall in. Probably aggravated with the result. Thought he threw a good shot and didn't really have much left. Oh, man.
Cam was not happy with that result at all. He struggled again, like the prior hole, to find a lie that he can actually throw from. So to hit the cage after all that, it was very underwhelming.
It looked like he hit inside the basket, too. Tait off the front of the rim.
He's consistent with his misses, at least.
Oliver cleaning up. He was a little closer than I thought. Still not happy with the par.
Okay, with his par.
Yeah, you can see the body language. He's not entirely excited about being even par right now.
Well, I think everybody knows. Around here, when Cam and Matty O are in the tournament, you got to put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, it's almost like playing for third. So,
well, that was the front 9 of the swamp here at the 35th annual Halloween Howler. Please join us for the back 9, where we hope to see some crispy lines, some beautiful shots.
Oh yeah, we got Matty O at 6 down, Cameron at 5 down, Caleb and Oliver at even par, and Philip Tait at a. Well, let's not talk about that. So yeah, check us out. Come back to the back 9, and thanks for watching.